A marvelous day to all of you. I am Dali Stephanie A. Jumento, a second-year BS and English student from Negros Oriental State University, Shatin Campus. Today, I am going to review a film entitled The Miracle Worker. The Miracle Worker is a 2000 American made-for-television biographical drama directed by Nadia Tass and written by Monty Merrick based on William Gibson's 1959 play of the same name, which first aired on the television anthology series Playhouse 90 in 1957. Helen Keller's autobiography, The Story of My Life in 1903, was the primary source material. The movie revolves on Helen Keller's life and Annie Sullivan's efforts to teach her and assist her in breaking free from the cage of silence and darkness into the realm of communication. On November 12, 2000, the movie was released on ABC as part of the Wonderful World of Disney. It has an 89 minutes running time. The characters of the movie are Haley Kate as Helen Keller is a young girl who was blinded and deaf as a result of an illness she had as a kid. With Annie's support, she learns to interact. Helen is a girl of extraordinary intelligence and cleverness despite her handicaps, but it is her lack of discipline that causes her to trash around the world she lives in without any focus or good conduct. Alison Elliott as Annie Sullivan is Helen's teacher and the miracle worker who taught her how to communicate by introducing her to sign language. Annie is proven to be an excellent teacher, not because she is a genius, but because she is hardworking and cares deeply about her students' success. Kate Greenhouse as Kate Keller is Captain Arthur's second wife. Kate is Helen's devoted mother, a caring and loving woman. She loves Helen, but she also spoils her so much. David Strathairn as Arthur Keller, the Keller family's middle-aged patriarch, is obstinate, arrogant, and stoic. He is constantly puzzled by what's going on, and he appears to be less attentive to his family's needs than Kate Keller. In the Keller household, nothing is done or no choices are made without his permission. Lucas Black as James Keller is Arthur Keller's adult son from his first marriage. He is a sarcastic man, a laconic cynic who cracks smart. He believes it is pointless to try to teach Helen how to write, and he isn't afraid to voice his opinions to others. These are some of the minor characters. The plot. The Miracle Worker is set in the 1880s and unfolds in Tuscumbia, Alabama at the Keller family's mansion. It centers on Anne's struggle to bring Helen, a blind and bilingually deaf girl, out of her dark and silent environment. Helen was unable to communicate with her family other than physical rage outbursts because an illness took away her eyesight and she hasn't been hearing since she was a toddler. She has complete freedom to smash things and to do whatever she wants. All this while, her family look at her with pity. Her family loves her, but they all believe she is a dumb, savage child with animal intelligence who will never learn anything. Until Helen throws a tantrum, she is barely pacified with candy and is on the verge of being sent to a mental institution when Annie Sullivan enters her life as Helen's parents' last-ditch effort to prevent the inevitable. Annie has the ideal combination of tenacity, empathy, and compassion to change her young student's behavior and teach her a new language. Helen's dictatorial plantation owner father, Captain Arthur, and her too soft-hearted mother, Kate, make Annie's job as Helen's teacher more difficult when they question her authority and question her techniques. Annie's purpose is to teach Helen not only how to behave, but also to offer her the gift of communication. Annie makes significant progress in altering Helen's conduct by using sign language and signing the letters to spell words in Helen's open palm. Annie is still unable to establish a breakthrough with Helen after 2 weeks of living alone with her in a simple house on the Keller family plantation when her required time deadline is reached. Helen begins to relapse her old patterns of disobedience during her homecoming meal. The long-awaited major development occurs when Anne takes Helen outside to the pump to replenish a water pitcher she spilled during one of her tantrums. Helen realizes that the words Anne has been writing in her open palm are actually linguistic representations of the things she sees in the external world around her. The wet fluid that comes out of the water pump is referred to as water. Helen now has a method to communicate with the entire world, and she can survive and thrive in it through the eyes and ears of others. Helen became an international leader for the disabled thanks to Annie Sullivan, her teacher and mentor, whose innovative techniques for teaching deaf and blind people are still used today. Observations. The movie's themes, as I have observed, are patience, determination, unconditional love, and most importantly, communication. Helen's language development was aided by nonverbal communication, specifically the hand signal. Helen's parents' parenting style was incompatible with her needs. Her mother continued to give her candies even when she had done something wrong, which caused her to throw more tantrums. Fortunately, Miss Sullivan has a special skill that she can use to change Helen's attitude. The Miracle Worker is a contemporary adaptation of a classic true story that will make you laugh, cry, and empathize. The film showed us how to use unique and effective teaching tactics to deliver special education to children who have multiple sensory impairments. Miracle Worker gives every teacher and student optimism that there are things we thought were impossible that became achievable because we put in more than enough patience and love into them. Despite Helen's conduct, I admire how teacher Annie instills unwavering faith and love in her student. The cinematography was of low quality, maybe due to the fact that it was filmed a long time ago when technology had not yet improved. The music by William Goldstein matches with different scenarios, also its sound effects. The acting was superb and looks so natural. Teacher Annie and the water becomes a symbolism and Helen's rebirth miracle. After watching the movie, I have gathered some captivating lines from Miss Sullivan, and these are the following. Realizations. I learned about how people learn and the difficulties that come with teaching children with special needs. Another is the value of language and communication in one's life. I have realized that a disability isn't a barrier to achievement. We can learn by working hard and being passionate about what we are learning. If we are ready to learn and discover new things and unusual, this may be possible. We must not feel sorry for ourselves because this could worsen the problem. When children are lovingly disciplined, they feel loved and secured. Moral education is the foundation for all other learning. I am convinced that patience, obedience, and love are the doors through which knowledge enters a child's mind. As a future teacher, I should be armed with knowledge and prepare for the opportunities that will arise as I begin to practice my vocation. We should not degrade someone because of their disabilities. Instead, we should be the one who will help them overcome their struggles. We should believe in them and say appreciation words for them to be encouraged in practicing language. I believe that patience is a virtue and nothing is impossible with it. We need to have patience for us to succeed in our goal. Like teacher Annie, we should observe our students, the factors that can influence them, and see what's wrong. Please know that every individual has needs and that they are unique. Recommendations. I highly encourage everyone to have patience and perseverance in everything that you do, especially in teaching someone with disabilities to learn. This movie is a must-watch for children aged 10 and above. However, parental guidance is needed since some of the scenes include harsh actions and things that a children should not do. Overall, The Miracle Worker is a great movie that we need to treasure through generations. This film is a masterpiece because of the lessons it teaches, not because it is sad and thought provoking. Remember, nobody can teach you unless you want to learn, and no one can hinder you if you are eager to discover and learn. That would be all for my film review. I hope you gained something. Thank you.